the Block Party After Hours show where we don't know what episode it is or what we're talking about, but this one is free. Wow, crazy. A free episode.
Free? I like free.
Well, this is the only free episode, probably.
Yes, most of the After Hours shows are all for exclusive subscribers. You guys are awesome, by the way. We love our subscribers. And I hope you don't feel bad that we're giving one of these away for free. But welcome to all the new listeners to the After Hours show. We have tons of them. I have no idea what episode we're on. Do you have any idea?
I really have no idea.
I have no clue, but I know there's
past 10, I think.
Yes, it's way past that. I know we have a lot. If you become a subscriber, by the way, you get all of those. So you're not only going to get the next one we do. We usually try to do an After Hours show at least once a month. Sometimes we do a couple a month. Most of the time it's about once a month. And we talk about anything and everything. It's not all Minecraft related. It's just you and I talking. Sometimes we've brought in guests before. We've had Max Podkinkin in. He's the Bisect hosting guy, which we had him on the main show too. So you might remember him from that. But we got to talk about all kinds of cool things with him. We had Aaron Lewis on the After Hours show at one point. That was amazing. Really cool guy in studio with us. And then we had Pastor D. We got to talk about all kinds of things there. That was awesome. Talk about things like Harry Potter and why that might be bad against biblical principles or what he thought, but yet he loves Lord of the Rings. It was a great conversation. We talked about video games and stuff with him. It was really fun.
Sometimes we do talk about Minecraft, though.
Sometimes we do talk about Minecraft. I'm hoping maybe we'll talk a little bit about it tonight. What's on your mind lately, Little C?
There's nothing up there.
I know, that's right.
It's a vast and empty space.
It is pretty empty.
Hey.
I'm having a good day. We've done a lot of podcasts today. At least I have. You did the main show with me. I think it was episode 106 on the Block Party.
Yeah, my voice is tired.
We had Holy Bookworm. And then right after that, you live streamed like immediately.
Yeah, like 2 hours.
Yeah. So you were doing... What were you playing today?
Minecraft.
Minecraft
Hardcore.
Oh, nice. That's our subject.
For
episode 107.
Yeah.
So if you haven't yet and you're listening to this and it just released, make sure you get your comments in for topic of the week. We want to hear you.
I honestly am very much over playing normal survival.
Just normal. So like you're talking mods and things?
I'm talking hardcore mode wise.
Okay, hardcore.
No, I'm not against SMPs. That's different. I like Jericho. I like little SMP. I like the SMPs as those are fun because you get to play with people. But if I'm playing single player, it's either going to be a pretty crazy, or not even crazy, but a mod pack, or it's going to be hardcore. Because I really like hardcore, because it's a challenge. And as mad as I might get when I die, it's worth it because it makes everything that much more rewarding. Even if, and it's easier to clickbait because Minecraft hardcore.
I kind of play that way.
Yeah.
Because I hate dying in Minecraft. I do not do it. I'm not one that just jumps off a cliff to teleport back to base quickly. I hate it. I think I would really like hardcore mode. Is there other things with that in Java? Is like your health generation harder than hard or not?
I don't know exactly, but I do think there might be differences, but I really don't think it's that much different than Java Edition hard mode.
Okay. I'm hoping we get to talk a lot about that next week. It's going to be a lot of fun on the show for that. Anything else you've been doing?
Trucking Simulator with you.
Oh, dude, I'm so... How did I not know about this game? It's been out forever. American Truck Simulator. Before that was Euro Truck Simulator. And now they have ETS2. And I guess that's the game to have. But American Truck Simulator, I'm so addicted. I drive semi-truck in real life.
All day
long. And I literally stay up till like 3 or 4 in the morning playing American Truck Simulator now. It is so good how they get the grasp of trucking. They get the main parts of it, the beauty, the intricate parts of the truck. For instance, I just purchased a truck on there that is very, very similar to the real truck I drive.
It's kind of sad how much you've played this game.
I think I'm up
so
over
quickly.
50 hours, and we just have had it for like 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
I think on my Steam it's like 30 hours, but a lot of that is just AFK and menu, like leaving it on the menu.
Right.
Like, I've
Yeah, no,
probably only
mine's
played
not menu.
maybe 15 to 20 hours.
Yeah,
That's
I've
still a
played
lot.
a lot. And I just purchased because every time I purchase DLC, the maps, because they only have like the western half of the country right now, but you have to buy the state by state basically. And every time I buy one, I have to buy it for you. That way, if we convoy, we can go to the same places.
Which is so fun, Convoy. So it's multiplayer. We don't have to take the same loads. We try to, and we try to, like, if
Right.
someone's behind, we will try to just, I'll usually pull over or you'll pull over and wait for the other person if we have the time on the load. Because it's more fun to be next to the person. It feels like a real life convoy.
It is fun. And you can push a button, and instead of talking in Discord, you talk through the game, and it sounds like a CB radio.
It sounds all staticky,
Yeah, and it has the Roger beep, which
which is
is
just a
the beep
beep,
after you're done talking, basically.
beep,
You can change the beeps, by the way.
beep. I'm just
And
acting as the beep for him on the show now.
not quite like that, but something like that. Yeah, we've been playing that. That's probably my new addiction. I'm playing that way more than
Yes.
Minecraft right now, which
Now,
is kind of sad.
it's
Because we
yeah.
do a Minecraft
And we're
podcast,
Minecraft, yeah.
but I kind of had to. I mean, we've been playing for years and years now.
Yeah.
And when I find something like this, I do get obsessed. I'm
Yes.
slightly obsessive about
So I
things.
was that way for like a week or two, but I knew it was just more of a game that I still definitely enjoy it. And there's a lot of those games where I will play it and I'll play it kind of a lot for a few weeks, but then I'll just play it every so often for fun, but I'll still play it a lot, but just not as much as Minecraft. And I've gotten back into Minecraft, which is good, so we have stuff to talk about.
Yeah,
And
I
I've
need
been
to get
playing
back into
hardcore
Minecraft a little
lot.
bit, but at least somebody's playing again.
Yeah.
So then you can talk about Minecraft and everything.
Yeah, I have 2 hardcore worlds. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think about trucks all the time now. I will tell you though, in real life, I've learned skills. I've been driving truck for 18 years now in real life. And I've just now learned skills that I learned from American Truck Simulator.
That's terrifying.
Isn't it?
That's kind of scary.
But that's how realistic it is. I had to back into a dock Friday night in real life, and it was a really weird setup for the dock to get back in. And there was a truck on either side, and I had to get around the truck without hitting them and everything and get it back in. Granted, I've been driving 18 years, so I've been in several different types. This was very unique. I put it in there like it was butter. It just slid right in. No problem. I couldn't believe it. And I guarantee I learned this skill the way I had to set up the truck. I would have never done that before American Truck Simulator. I wouldn't have set it up that way to start the back.
That's kind of sad.
It is, but it's kind of cool too. I've said many times in the past that I've learned a lot about driving from video games in my childhood. I love racing games and driving games like Gran Turismo. That's kind of a
They have a
driving simulator.
There's a movie about Gran Turismo now that looks pretty cool.
Is it out now?
I don't know if it's out yet.
Yeah, I've seen previews for
But
it.
yeah, it's the story of a kid who's like one of the best Gran Turismo things, and it's based off a true story, I think.
Yeah,
But then
that
he
sounds
gets
awesome.
invited to drive for an actual race team or something like that.
Okay, that's really cool. We'll have to check that one out for sure. I like movies a lot. We have seen the Mario movie not that long ago.
That was a great movie.
That was a good movie.
That was well made. It was to the point good. It like was nice. It was just a good movie.
Yeah, and there was no hidden agendas in the movie like some of these new movies come out with. It was just nice and wholesome and very
Hilarious.
nostalgic, right? A lot of nostalgia in that from people that grew up with those games. Like we have set up in where the studio is now, we have our old school video games and everything. We have the original Nintendo, and I've been playing Mario 3 quite a bit with Holy Bookworm and stuff. That's been fun. She loves Dr. Mario, though.
I want
That's
to
her
get
game.
an adapter so I can plug in a PlayStation 2 or even a Wii. I want to figure out how I can get a capture card to the Wii because I don't think it has HDMI. But that would be really fun when I have friends or whatever over and we live streamed playing Wii games. That is a fun stream idea.
Okay, so you have like a webcam or something.
Oh yeah, I'd have
you guys.
the webcam and then we'd like play Wii.
That could
stuff.
be fun.
And that would be really fun, I think.
Yeah,
I
the
just gotta
Wii was
get the
super
It
popular.
still is. That's what's amazing about the Wii.
And
It's
it
still a
is fun.
popular
It's totally
console.
different though, because gamers just kind of roll their eyes at the Wii.
It's more of a party game thing,
It is fun.
which I like.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of party game
That's
stuff.
something. Same with PlayStation VR.
Yes.
We have that.
It's not as gamery as some other
Right.
VRs.
Which, by the way,
I
PlayStation Plus this month,
Yeah.
their free game, there is a free VR game that looks
Please
decent.
tell me it's not a horror game.
I don't think it is. I think it's
I
more of a puzzle game.
I need to find a horror game that's not super gory or anything like that because I want to do a live stream of me playing a VR horror game because I could so do that because I could have the screen easily what I'm seeing through a capture card,
Yeah, I'll have to look
and that
through
would be
some and
fun.
see if we can find one.
And I'm okay if I have to pay like 10, 15 bucks or whatever.
What about,
but
so it's you want interaction and not just like VR video.
yeah, I want it to be, especially if it has the little hand controllers.
Right.
It would be really cool to play Minecraft VR, actual, not PlayStation Minecraft VR, where you use the remotes and everything. There's people who have done that for 24 hours
So
in one sitting. That's crazy.
with computers, because I know they have VR for PCs and everything now. That's how a lot of people do it.
Mm-hmm.
Is it very resource intensive on that,
Yes.
or the VR itself is doing the
It's
work?
pretty resource intensive. You have to have a certain graphics card for a lot of VRs. At least you used to. I don't know much about very modern ones because I know you can have a VR, not have it connect to anything besides the Wi-Fi, and you can play games on it. I think the Oculus or the Meta or whatever it's called now, but that one,
Okay.
it's like its own operating system built in for games,
Right.
but you can also use it plugged into a computer.
So, like, you could play Steam games on it or something?
Yeah, if it's
Probably.
VR support. The racing game that I have, the free one that I set up just to test wheel with an actual racing game,
Yeah.
has VR support for a
Okay.
racing game and
Well,
a wheel together.
By
that's
the way,
max.
American Truck Simulator, you can play VR.
They do have VR support.
Yes.
I might have to add something to my saving up for list.
Yeah, that would be extreme.
You just turn left and
so
right
I've
and
been
look
looking
around.
because they have button boxes.
Yeah.
So it has actual like air brake knobs and everything on it and switches like my Dash in real life has. But they're like $300 just for a simple button box.
What
It's
the
crazy.
heck? Buy a Stream Deck.
I know. That's what I'm thinking too. And then they have shifters, full shifters, which you can set up like 10 speed or 13 speed or 18 speed, just like a real truck. Shift it, clutches, all of that.
That's
You can set up a whole thing. People do this all day long, all the time. They're trucking, but not in real life.
And they're making more money than you probably do.
Exactly. They probably are. I've been having to work really hard to make the same amount of money in real life. It's just the trucking economy. I think the economy in general in the US, probably everywhere, but it's really down and our rates are way, way low and our fuel prices are way, way up. So I'm not making much money right now as far as career. And it's crazy to me. But yeah, then these streamers and everything, they're playing truck sim. I totally could do that instead. I'm fine with that. Pay me. Figure that out.
Oh yeah, that's something new. So with Twitch now, it was a 50% revenue split for subs and stuff.
Yeah.
Or no, this is I think, but now I get 55%. I think on ads and stuff.
On ads.
Which
Okay.
I hadn't. You have to have your ads turned up a bit more. So I had mid-roll ads completely turned off.
Okay.
All there were was like one ad at the start of when you
Right.
clicked on it.
Yep.
Because when I'm viewing someone, ads annoy the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And
But that is the way to support the people you like if you're not willing to do a subscription like
Yeah.
what we have. I mean,
Mhm.
we don't get that many subscribers,
Hey,
honestly.
So if you want to pay money for a subscription, subscribe here. But also, if you have Amazon Prime, subscribe to Little C on Twitch.
I mean, subscribing
It's
to
free.
us, I've tried to make it as cheap as possible.
It's pretty cheap.
It's really cheap. It's
It's-
$1.99 a month.
And you get a lot better content than you get if you sub to me for $4.99 a month.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking too. But I guess we're not doing daily streams or anything. But you get all of our past episodes. I mean, we
Mhm.
were pretty cringy on our early episodes.
It's pretty bad.
I think 1 through 49 is all behind that subscription paywall.
Oh my.
And man, the audio, I was learning audio. I learned all that stuff. Since then, I've learned all kinds of things. We're doing the soundboard now at church. We're the tech guys basically there. We fix things at our church. We've talked about this on other after hours
Fix
shows.
things. Half the time it's fixing the things that we broke the week
Well,
before.
that might be too. I think it should be an easy week tomorrow at
You don't even have
church.
PowerPoints, I don't think, to
I
run.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know if
Super
he'll have
easy.
that or not. But it's easy to load up if he does.
Yeah, it's annoying because when a pastor has PowerPoints, we have the PowerPoint set for the live stream on OBS. We have it set so it chroma keys out the blue background on the lyric slides up on the screens for everyone. We have it so you don't have that background. So it's a nice no background for that, and it looks really good on stream. Whenever we get a pastor, whatever, that wants to use PowerPoint for the sermon, we have to turn off the filter for it. And it's not that big of a deal, but now that we have multiple scenes on OBS for zoom-ins, we do the zoom-ins digitally now because we set output from the camera to 4K in 1080p source, so we can just zoom in a bunch without losing anything. But now we have to change out 4 or 5 different things manually if a pastor has a PowerPoint. So that's fun.
So is it basically, so you're chroma keying the blue out of the background for the lyrics?
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense to me. So is it because the PowerPoint has that blue in it?
Yeah, and the chroma key is not set exact blue.
Okay.
It's not set exactly to the color, so it does take. There's some funny things if we ever put, let's say, a missionary or something who has pictures of their trip on it. If we forget to turn the filter off, there'll just be floating people, and it's hilarious. Or and
That's
stuff
kind
will
of
be
funny.
really messed up.
That's hilarious. We can do all kinds of fun stuff. We always joke, being the sound guys, you make us mad at church. Don't forget, we're the guys really in charge. We can mute you.
We can just hit that mute button and no one will hear you ever again.
And you do most the video stuff because that's your world. I've learned a lot about audio doing this. That's what got me into it, is doing these podcasts, which have been so much fun, by the way. I don't think you enjoy this quite as much as me.
I don't enjoy it as much as streaming, that's for sure.
Right.
But
I love this back and forth, just talking to you. I love the studio setup we got. It's a lot of fun. We can talk about anything and everything. I like this show a lot. We have a lot of fun on this show.
Yeah.
You guys are missing out if you're not subscribed.
I'm just telling you guys, we throw Twinkies at each other on one of the episodes.
We did one. It was a video.
A video podcast, super bad quality video.
So you can see it on Spotify.
Yep.
And yeah, you literally threw a Twinkie across the studio.
In between lamps.
And somehow you got me right between the eyes with a Twinkie.
And then you threw one. I think I didn't have the camera switched over because I had the different scenes to switch between each other.
Right.
And I didn't have it switched over. And you barely hit me that one. And then you threw another one at me. So you actually hit me twice and I only hit you once. So I still have a Twinkie throw.
I don't think that's how that works.
I think that's how I paid for the Twinkies actually. So
I mean, I can buy Twinkies. I don't mind buying Twinkies. Well, they are yummy.
I know where we're stopping after church tomorrow.
That's right. Let's buy some Twinkies. I am actually way down on my weight. I lost another 2 pounds this week, which is awesome. Eat bacon. That's the secret. Eat lots of bacon.
I just eat whatever food I see. I'm on the seafood diet. I see food and I eat it.
Yeah, I've been on that one before. That's for sure.
But I'm also, I don't know. I haven't been growing as much. I'm short still. When does that change?
Yeah, it comes and goes. You never know. I don't think you stop growing till like your 20s.
Yeah. Yeah, but when do I stop being short?
Yeah, you've got holy bookworm for your mother.
Yeah.
I think you're destined to be probably medium size. You're going to be somewhere between her and me. Mm-hmm. You're already way taller than her.
That's not saying much.
Right, but can you imagine being only as tall as her? It could be worse.
The hobbits out of Lord of the Rings are taller than her.
I mean, you're taller than her dad.
Yeah.
Your grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And a lot of her family.
Exactly. So you're doing better than it could be. Luckily,
funny.
You have me in that bloodline.
It's just funny because all my friends are way taller than me. It doesn't help. True.
And one of your friends is like 2 years younger than you, and they're still taller than you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I get looked down upon in the group chat.
Literally.
Literally.
All right. So, video guy over here.
Yes.
You've upgraded your PC recently. I know you want to talk about that.
Yeah. It's funny, though, because I had an i5 something or other, a pretty mediocre CPU. It's not bad, but it's not good.
Yeah. You bought a
pre-built computer back in when GPUs, my 2060 was worth about $800.
Yep.
So they very overpriced stuff. Everything was overpriced when I bought my computer. If I waited, a year after, would have been I could have got a way better computer. But I'm glad I got it when I did because I would not want to live with the laptop that I have in the studio.
Right. And you
For
were living with that.
yeah, but I upgraded to an i9 11900K, which if you know anything about computers,
An i9.
no, that's not the big thing. It's the 11900K. That's the big.
Okay.
But that is the third best CPU that Intel makes right now, I think.
Wow.
Or, well, the third best i9 they make.
Okay.
There are some that outperform in an i7 if you get an i7-13, but this one has the longevity because it's an i9, so longer support, and it's a really good CPU. To put it in perspective, when I'm streaming Minecraft, I have tons of overlays and stuff on my stream. I'm playing Minecraft Java Edition with a few mods and stuff, and I have Discord open, Chrome open, Spotify, RGB app, mouse software, a few other small tiny softwares, and all of that. My CPU's barely hitting 10 to 15% usage.
Right. That's crazy.
But my GPU is over there when I'm not playing with shaders on Java Edition around 50 to 60%. And that's pretty good.
Wow.
And I'm so that's good.
So do you want to talk about your installation and what else you bought with it?
So I got a cooler, which was, I knew I wouldn't be able to mount it in the top of my case. There wasn't enough space. So I'm probably that's the next thing I'm upgrading is going to be a better case. So I can mount the AIO all-in-one liquid cooling. Haha, water cooling. Up in my AIO. But I mounted it wrong because I read like 4 things and I must have mixed it up. I mounted it under the thing on the CPU. So like it made an air bubble and got overheated. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. So then we had to move it
you
up.
were panicking.
Yeah.
We were going to do this show, actually record this last weekend.
But I had to fix that because it was overheating.
You were panicking because it was getting consistently over 100 degrees Celsius.
That's not good.
That's not good.
But all I had to do was move it up about 5 inches.
And you haven't had any peaks like that again?
I have not seen it get over 80.
Okay. Yeah,
and
so you're good.
Really good.
Yeah, you're good.
Really good temps. But
Nice.
It'll be even better once I mount it on the top and a better airflow case.
Right. Yeah, that's something too. You've had to keep that front panel off.
That makes it rise about 10 degrees Celsius, which is still under overheating. But it's like, I might as well have it cooler.
Yeah, might as well. It's not that big of a deal.
No.
That's kind of pointed away from you. You don't see it that much. It's not on camera.
And since it's an outtake as well,
yes,
it's not as big of a deal. If it was an intake, I would keep the panel on because of dust.
Yep.
And that'll be nice in the next case is it'll have like the things that go on to keep dust.
I suppose we could do an intake, but that doesn't make sense, right?
Intake is usually...
Because you wouldn't want that because that's basically acting as a radiator.
Yeah, it is a radiator, yep.
And you wouldn't want the hot air being pushed into your computer and then out.
Yeah.
You want it out.
So, yeah, I have the outtake for that in the front, which is totally backwards than how normal people do it, and the intake's in the back. But it's fine. But once I get the new case, I'll have the 2 intake, because the case I'm looking at comes with a pretty good amount of fans that I can use, and plus the ones that are on my CPU cooler. And I'll have the CPU cooler mounted at the top, because that's the best, and those will be outtake going up, because hot air rises, and you don't want to be pushing the hot air from the radiator down.
Right.
So you'll be pushing that up. And then 2 or 3, depending, I think it comes with 2, but you can probably fit 3 intake fans in the front. So 2 intake fans in the front, pushing the cool air in, and then 1 outtake in the back.
Okay.
And it just, whew.
Nice. So you got to save up. That's going to be your next purchase? Is the case, you think?
I think so. Because,
GPU or what?
Because with a GPU, you're going to get hotter temps. And physically fitting in most modern cards, if I go with a 30 or 40 series, are thick cards. Those things are beasts.
Right.
If you get like...
Gotta have room.
Yeah. So, and it's just better to have more room.
Yeah.
And it'll be an all-white case, so it'll look cooler.
Oh, yeah. Gotta worry about how it looks.
Yeah.
I understand a little, I guess.
No, you don't.
I mean, I have a chair in here for a reason. That looks like this.
Yeah, it's red and black.
So
his style is all red and black, dark gamer style. The 2016 gamer setup that everyone had is his style.
No, this is like the 1990s Chicago Bulls style here.
Okay, he's old. Anyways, my style is less is more. Minimalism. I hate my desk right now because I have things on it. There are things on my desk, like just a few things that I want to get rid of. And I don't mind having Funko Pops and Lego and decoration. I love that and the personality, but I have too much of it and it's not spread out enough. If I took everything I had, spread it across my office with shelves and stuff, it would be fine. But it's all together and it just feels clunky. And you, compared to your office, the studio, compared to my office, mine is not clunky at all or like cluttered, I guess.
Right.
Whereas yours kind of is, but that's just you don't mind it as much. Whereas me,
No, I have some organization to
you
the
have
stuff that
no, you
I'm
have
controlling.
organization.
Yeah.
You just don't. It's just not minimal. But you don't
Right.
like minimalism.
No, I
I've
like
seen
stuff.
if you look on his desktop, his entire row at the bottom, his little taskbar is full of icons, and then
Yes.
some.
You should see my actual
His
desktop now.
desktop,
I did
every
something today.
single is
I-
it organized?
Not really. I did something today. I had to. I'm getting to that age, little see. I had to increase my text size
Oh, don't feel
on the
bad. I
computer.
have when I'm streaming and stuff and I'm playing Minecraft, I have to squint to see in chest sometimes, only because I sit back or
So I did it basically because of the extra TVs that
Yeah.
we're using as monitors. It
Yeah.
was really hard to see on those.
it
That's
also
the main reason.
yeah. I can't. I turn most of the time. I turn my desktop icons off, even when they're on. There's maybe 12 icons on my desktop.
I have a lot of junk I'm noticing now
Yeah.
because
Because you can see it.
I see it and there's a lot of stuff I'm going to take care of.
My taskbar is like
I had this
7
actually
apps.
somewhat organized on my actual laptop, but right now it's on this other monitor
Yeah.
and it's got all disorganized. I don't know why it doesn't save it there. It's really weird.
So my list of things I really want to not buy a computer case and not do computer upgrade stuff. I want to get like a stream deck and a new desk and lights and camera and all of that stuff. But I also want to be able to run Minecraft shaders and stream at 250 FPS.
Welcome to growing up in the balance of
And then I should probably be saving money
No
for,
job.
gas
yeah, and a
and-
car.
and a car
Exactly.
and life.
Speaking of that, so you had a birthday recently this month.
Yeah, I turned 16.
You did.
Yay, I guess.
Yeah, you're now 16.
I might get a job soon
Yeah, we gotta get you out there in the workforce so you can slave away.
and then spend all my money on
All
pretty
this
lights for
fun
my
stuff.
desk.
But with that, we got you a gift.
Yeah.
What
get-
was that, little thing?
We got to go see a comedian, Tim Hawkins,
It was
in person.
hilarious.
Which
We
was
saw
fun.
Tim Hawkins.
Very close to the
and
front.
Very close to the front.
Yeah.
5 rows.
Yeah.
We were the 5th row back.
I would not want to be in the front.
I wouldn't want to be in the very front.
That would hurt my
anyways.
neck.
Exactly.
My neck hurt enough
We
sitting where
had
we
like
were.
perfect seats. We
Yeah.
were towards the center.
Yep. It was awesome.
And with those seats,
With VIP.
VIP access, which, by the way, Holy Bookworm and I, when we purchased the tickets, we were just looking at seats.
Yeah. And you're
We
like,
didn't
oh, we want
realize
front seats.
Those seats
Come with the VIP.
come with the VIP, which was really awesome.
Yeah.
So we got to go in early, got to have a meet and greet, get our picture taken, got
That
an
was fun.
autograph,
Yep.
all that good stuff. So that was fun. He was hilarious.
Yes.
Very funny. So look him up, Tim Hawkins. That was a fun night too. We don't usually go out and do things that often
Yeah.
Like-
we don't do things.
because one of the reasons is my job. When I'm home, I want to be home. I'm out and about all the time.
Wait, what's my excuse for just wanting to be home? I'm home all the time.
Yeah, well, you're just typical gamer, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Anyways, it was fun to go out and do stuff in the real world with real people around. It was kind of weird though, because the people in front of us, he actually was a truck driver also.
That's so coincidences like that.
And
are so
her
fun.
name was the same first name
As
as
Holy
Holy
Book-
Bookworm. Not
So-
Holy Bookworm, but her actual
Yeah,
real
that's
name.
not her actual name,
Right.
guys. in
But it
case
was
you're wondering.
funny. And so, anyways, they started talking. Now, I'm not a social guy
At all.
at all.
He's just like, why?
So he's talking about trucking her, and I just don't want to talk. I just want to sit there and do our thing, or you and I talk.
Yeah.
You and I'll talk to you all
Yeah.
day.
Obviously. Well, on a podcast.
Exactly. But I don't know. I'm just not social, I guess. Good at interacting with people.
I just don't like people. I'm
So
fine
it was
with
fine though. It
interacting.
was fun because we had to sit there for like
an
an
hour,
hour
or
or
two.
something before the show actually started because of the VIP access. Now we could get up and walk around or whatever, but
us getting up,
Yeah,
walking
exactly.
around.
Why
That's funny.
walk when you can sit there? That was a lot of fun, though. Was that a good birthday gift?
Yes.
Good. You're welcome. Now, back to PC stuff. What should I do to upgrade if I get another laptop? Because it makes sense for me.
Yeah.
Should I upgrade or should I just stick with what I have
That's up
and
to
ride
you
it out?
completely. With how much money you spend on Funko Pops and DLCs for Trucking
Because,
Simulator, I would say you probably can't buy a laptop.
but I need to be able to run that DLC for Truck Simulator now.
I would say, well, what you need is
Because prices are down right now.
what you need with the laptop is an i9 13900K, a 4090 Ti that's not even a thing yet, and 128 gigabytes of
So
RAM.
put it in perspective. I think I've had this laptop 4 years, maybe
Maybe.
something like that. Let's see. It was season 1. So yeah, about 4 years,
Was it
maybe
season 1?
slightly over.
Yeah.
And so I've had it that long. It is, I guess, getting outdated now.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to me. It
How-
feels like my new laptop still.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna miss all the stickers I have on it.
You can take stickers off and
Not
put
really.
them on.
Not most of them.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know how to do it. Anywho's, that's a fun word. Anywho's.
No.
No?
No.
Just now, that is a fail for sure.
I guess those sound effects aren't working.
Oh, that was another fail.
Oh, he had it muted. He had it
Double
muted,
fail there.
everybody.
I did. I had the slider down.
You've done that at church a few times.
I have done a few mutes that I wasn't supposed to do at church. But anyways, laptop. So I'm guessing I paid about $900 for this laptop 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Roughly. Am I going to be able to upgrade for around that price now?
You're probably going to want to do a bit more for what you want to do.
I got that. But for the same price, would it be an upgrade in today's market compared to what I have?
It would be close.
Okay.
Because you have a pretty good graphics card, even though it's not RTX or anything.
Right.
But for Minecraft, especially if you play Java, but that is a great card for Minecraft.
Now, I do have an i7 CPU.
I don't know what speed you have, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure, but I know it's decent. Like my CPU usage is always way down. I never see that go above 10%. I don't think I have yet.
When I'm doing school and stuff, so I have Zoom class now is what we use or whatever, some stupid app. And then I have, I think, a browser open.
Right.
And then multiple tabs open and everything. Maybe Word and Google Docs or something. But all of that open, half the time my CPU will be at 0% now.
Wow.
0.
That's amazing.
When I'm just sitting there like watching the live. My graphics card will be at like 20.
Right. Well, yeah, I wouldn't think.
But the CPU will be at like 1 to Z. I have seen it hit 0 multiple times.
Okay.
Which is crazy.
I don't think mine uses much when I'm streaming video or something.
Yeah. My graphics card is pretty low in for what it is, but it's an RTX series, meaning I get pretty lights in Minecraft.
You get the party stuff.
Holy Bookworm's like, you paid all that money so you could have shadows. And I'm just like,
yes.
Yes.
But what gets me, I mean, we've talked about
it's not
this,
just
right?
for shadows. It makes a better performance in any game.
So they could open it up. They just made this deal, Minecraft did, with RTX, NVIDIA, and they made this deal to make it exclusive. I don't get it because we have great shadows and stuff on my laptop on American Truck Sim. It's basically shaders, right? I know it can run it. Why can't you open that up for Bedrock? And I know they can. It's just a toggle because they accidentally toggled it one time and people on Xbox were able to do it.
Dang.
For like a day or something.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy though that places like that make these exclusive deals? And I get why the companies want to do it.
Yeah,
on the other side, right? Why NVIDIA wants the exclusive rights or whatever. But I just don't get why places do that. I guess this was after Microsoft bought them. So that's one of those mega business decisions that we
Microsoft moment.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Mojang would have done that if it was just up to them.
I think they would have done something with RTX, but they might have for like a while, but they probably would have opened it up.
Yeah, I don't know. Everybody's talking about shaders in Minecraft Bedrock right now. That's the big thing. It's not shaders.
And
it's not. They're not opening it up.
And I'm just saying, Bedrock RTX, this big thing.
Yeah.
Don't Just play Java if you want it to look good like that.
So you started playing with a controller mod
On Java
on
Edition.
Java.
It actually works better than Bedrock Edition controller support
You think so?
once you get it set because you have more options. You
Okay.
can do toggle sprint, toggle sneak. You can turn that off, so you just click it when you want to sneak instead. There's so many more settings,
Okay.
so you have a lot more customization with the controller.
Yeah. That's something I noticed on American Truck Sim because I use a controller for that. And I can set the dead zones on my joystick
Mm-hmm.
because I have the cheap Timu
Yeah.
controller that I use a lot. And it has some dead zone there or zones that kind of drift. I've just noticed it's starting to drift.
Mm-hmm.
So I turn the dead zone up just a hair so it doesn't even pick it up.
So for Trucking Simulator, I'm using a PlayStation 2 wheel we had laying around for PlayStation 2, a Logitech wheel,
Yes.
and it's really good.
It is good.
It's really good for what it is.
Wow.
It's great. It doesn't have pedals. I don't have the pedals or the plug. If I got the plug and pedals for it off eBay, it would work.
So I'm looking at this other wheel we've got sitting here. Have you tried it?
I have not, but it's not Logitech, so the drivers are probably no longer available.
It says GameStop on it.
Yeah.
And it also was for PS2.
It has the pedals though,
It
too.
does
But
have the pedals.
The
And now
sad,
it has does this wheel, does it have the PS2 controller port or it has USB?
it has USB.
Okay, this has the
Yeah.
controller, so I'd have to buy an adapter or something, I'm
Yeah.
guessing.
The
I
one
don't know if it would work at all.
I wish I could find just off eBay or whatever for the pedals and the plug-in so I could have force feedback. This PlayStation 2 wheel has force feedback.
That's high tech. How much do you think that cost back in the day?
Probably 200
Yeah.
because that's what the good wheel now, the good Logitech wheel costs
Okay.
now.
Okay.
And it's the same wheel,
Right.
but way better, of course.
Nice.
Yeah, the new one's about 280, I think.
So I wonder how much the one they actually make for Truck Sim, how much it is comparative, because I know you can actually buy an actual steering wheel for like a Peterbilt or something
Yes.
at the truck stop and mount it to that.
Yeah, because you get that's any wheel though. You can buy
Okay.
a Ferrari wheel or whatever if
Okay.
you wanted. And it's so people who have real sim racing setups, they have a little box thing
Yes.
and then you put in a wheel.
Nice.
And then they have fancy pedals. I was watching a Linus Tech Tips video where they did Intel Extreme makeovers. So like one of the employees gets $5,000 to upgrade and they all go over $5,000. But they
Of
get
course.
quote unquote $5,000 and then Linus helps them upgrade stuff. So most of the time it's just having Linus paint their house or something
It's
stupid.
kind of like when you buy a house, add another 25% to the price.
Yeah.
If you build a house or something, it's always higher.
But yeah, and the one guy paid $400, I think, for a shifter for his sim racing setup.
Yeah.
A shifter.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, the button boxes are like 300.
Dude,
You
it's
can
a
get one with
tiny
a
stick.
CB built in.
It's a stick.
I know. I know.
So the wheel that I want has the thing to have the upgraded bowl for a shifter, which I would never use. I do not want to drive a stick shift in real life or in games.
I don't even drive one in real life now. My truck is automatically shifted.
Yeah. But that's like $90, I think, for the upgraded shifter, just the shifter. But the wheel and pedals is like $280. So altogether it's like $400 top for
Right.
wheel, pedal, shifter.
That's pretty awesome, though. I've always liked driving games.
Yeah, I like them.
I mean, there's a reason why I'm a driver.
I like
right? I
racing.
love it.
I really like racing games,
Okay.
but I really also really enjoy Trucking Simulator.
Yeah.
I wish Trucking Simulator had a few things, though.
Okay.
I wish you could get out of the truck and
Okay.
walk around because I want to look at things.
So there is a way to do this. You have to get into the files.
Mhm.
There's what they
Okay.
call a console.
I wish it was easily accessible.
Yeah, I
built
don't know
into the
why
game.
I think they do it that way people just don't mess up, like, and can't figure out how to get back or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's fairly simple.
Hey, I'm just saying.
They support it.
I'm just saying, in Farming Simulator, you can get out of your tractor and go walk to your other tractor.
Yeah, there is that. That would be kind
I
of
wish
cool.
it was a bit more open game,
Okay.
open world.
I've noticed in this world
Yes.
of watching YouTubers and stuff about
Mhm.
truck sim,
Yeah.
they're all playing Farm Simulator.
Yes.
They're playing all those type of games.
Yeah.
I
I like-
the flight simulators.
Microsoft Flight Simulator looks epic.
Yeah, it's supposed to be totally awesome.
There are some fun Easter eggs in it too.
Yeah, that's cool. I love
Yeah.
that. There are things to find in American Truck Sim. I
Yeah.
did find a hidden road the other day.
Oh, is it like a dirt road?
Yeah, this one actually was. I have seen video of people, and I think it's Montana, and we just bought that DLC tonight. Haven't played it yet. And there's a really long road, and it goes back in the mountains and it through by a cabin and all this stuff. So I'm hoping to find that.
I
I
was
don't think I want to
so
take a trailer through there though.
I was so mad the other day. I was like, okay, I was driving along this beautiful road, I think Upper Washington, and there was a
Oh, it
lake
is gorgeous.
and a beach on the lake. So I'm like, I'm gonna take my truck and trailer onto the beach. No, there's a barrier right there. So I hit the barrier and then I couldn't get back. I
Right.
looked ahead. I prepared to drive on the beach.
Right.
I was prepared. I had how I was gonna get back on the road. And
Right.
it was not safe. Don't do it in real life. But in video game world, it was safe. And it
Right.
was well planned.
Yeah.
But the barrier was in the way. And then I got stuck on a rock because I couldn't get back there because I had to turn right away. And I'm
Well,
like,
they don't want Swift drivers playing.
yeah.
So that's really the reason.
But I'm a Swift driver.
I know
I
that's
want to be
right.
able to drive into the lake if I want to.
So I take it pretty serious. Not
It's-
quite as
it's-
serious.
He takes it more serious than he takes real life driving.
Some days.
He
Some
was
days.
so mad at me.
I get mad, man, because
get
I'm
so
trying to build up my career. I
Because
don't want accidents.
You were so mad at me today. I ran into the back of you at a stoplight.
I know. I'm just sitting there and I see the truck move. I'm like, what is that?
Okay. You can't. I don't. You have your own truck, so you get used to it.
Right.
I'm using a different truck every load, so I'm not
Right.
used to the braking, the acceleration.
I did have to
anything.
reset my controller. Wasn't working right, and then
Aw.
we were late on the load today. We ran.
Yeah, that happened when I was getting my wheel set up. A week or two of every few days just messing up, having to change it. But now I finally have it set. I fixed cruise control. I fixed it. It was where if I let off of the accelerator, which is there's back pedals on the steering wheel itself. That's what I use for brake and acceleration. But when I let off, it would just stop almost
Yeah,
instantly.
there's no triggers, right?
It's kind of like trigger. It's just big triggers.
Does it have the in between, or is it just
it
on
does.
and off?
It's in between.
It is. Okay.
Yes.
Well, that's not so bad.
It's like pedals for your fingers.
yeah. Okay. Well, that's basically how using a controller with
Yeah.
the triggers.
The only reason I want pedals is so that I can text and drive easier.
That's that's a great video.
I would never do that in real life, but yes,
you have one
I made
from
that into a
Twitch.
YouTube short too.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, there's a clip of me playing Trucking Simulator, and it was okay. Anyone listening from the stream, that was on purpose.
No,
knew that-
nobody could. It's
so obvious. It's on
yeah,
purpose.
exactly.
Because I saw the stoplight, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna act like I thought it turned green and just keep going while I'm texting. I'm like, hey guys, I'm texting and driving. What could go wrong? And I was actually texting, which is something I don't do very often. I was using the actual phone texting app.
Wait, what's that?
Yeah, exactly.
I've been doing Discord forever now.
Yeah, but I was texting, and then I literally hit it, and I'm like, oops. But Ghostly, my head mod who clipped that clip, he cut it perfectly so it ends the second I say, oh, what could go wrong? Nothing can go wrong, guys. Hits the back of it. You don't even see the hit very much, but you know it's happening, and it makes it so much better.
That's great. It was a good clip. That's one thing I wish there was damage. But any game like this, Gran Turismo, all these that have
Yes.
actual licensing
You can't
with
have
the vehicles,
damage. They don't want
they
to.
don't allow damage.
Although there have been some few games throughout history that have damage with real branding.
Yes.
You
very
look
few.
at NASCAR, but that's different because they're NASCARs.
Right.
So, there was a Demolition Derby game, PlayStation 2 or 3, with actual licensing, Ford, Chevy, all of those cars, and damage.
Okay.
But it's crappy game. It's not a good game,
I'm
though.
guessing. I haven't looked, but I'm guessing there's a mod. That's something. So since doing this, I've been on Steam way more than I ever
Yeah.
have before.
I'm starting to learn it.
And so they have their workshop
Mhm.
for mods, and people can put mods. It's kind of like Minecraft Marketplace,
It's-
essentially,
It's
right?
pretty much CurseForge for any Java Edition modder people. It's CurseForge, but built into Steam.
Right. And some you actually pay for,
Yeah.
apparently.
But community made.
But
Which is
community made.
awesome.
Yeah, exactly. And so there's a lot of mods. I'm guessing there's probably a mod for that. I have some mods that
So
make the.
I find it so funny because you'll like razz me about playing Java Edition with a few mods,
I know.
and I'm not even playing modded mod
I know.
packs. I do sometimes, but I'm playing mini map mod so I can just look around my map when I hit a button. Or the eating animation mod, and you're like, oh, you should just play default. Sir, we've been playing Minecraft since like 2014 or something. You've been playing Trucking Simulator for 2 weeks and you've already modded the crap out of it. What is up with that?
Not like crazy though. I changed the textures is basically what I've changed. And
When we
one
started
thing,
playing Minecraft, the first 3 weeks, do you remember having texture pack? We didn't know how to make a door. We were
I've come a
putting
long
door
way
in our
since
door. We didn't know how to make a door. And you're like, oh, we should get a texture pack. No. You
We
played
did,
the
though.
default game.
We did get texture packs back then.
After a while.
And we used a lot of them.
Oh, yes, we did.
We bought all of them as they came out.
Oh, yes, we did.
We got so excited on PlayStation.
Oh, yeah, when plastic. Oh, yeah. City. Oh, yeah.
I know. So and to me, that's what this is doing. Now, this makes the warehouses in game, in the official game. For instance, one of the places you go is Walmart. Well, we all know that's Walmart.
It's a grocery store.
Right.
And yeah.
It's absolutely the warehouses, all
changes
this.
to Walmart.
And it makes
Amazon trucks.
I have the actual truck branding.
It was so funny today. We were playing, and you were so mad because it was a Swift driver driving really slow.
Oh, he's so bad.
And that's just a retexture.
Yeah.
But it's so much funnier because it's a Swift driver, and in the trucking world, they're known as the crappy drivers.
To me, it creates immersion.
Yeah, and same with the Java Edition mods. Gosh, get more Minecraft mods. Don't you want immersion in Minecraft?
Somewhat.
Minecraft is like, so we have Trucking Simulator, Farming Simulator, Flight Simulator. Well, Minecraft is actually real life simulator.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
No.
Well, I agree. Minecraft is life.
So what's your favorite simulation game? There's Job Simulator, Farm Simulator, Flight Sim. Even if you haven't played it, just the idea of it, which one's your favorite?
I used to really like Sim City with the city planning stuff.
Yep.
And City Skylines.
Yep.
I really enjoy that game.
City Skylines 2 looks amazing. It's releasing later this year. We're so going to get obsessed with it.
I know.
Because they did a huge event with a bunch of Twitch streamers I watch. And one of the streamers I watched actually came back from his not streaming for a long time just for a brand deal, which was hilarious. But I was watching it. It looks awesome.
That it does. Right now, obviously, my favorite is American Truck Sim.
Yes.
It's really good. I
don't
did
know.
play Farm Sim
Yeah.
a little bit. I think
It's well
19 or something. And it's well done, too.
It's well made.
I like it, too.
I don't know. Sim Ant on Super
Nintendo.
Dude,
yes. Sim Ant. You're actually a little
ant.
insect.
You know what an ant
colony.
is, guys?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is fun.
I hate lawnmowers.
Yes, the lawnmowers come. That is a good game.
Yes. There is a game that reminds me of it, a modern game. A lot of people, it's a survival game where it's a survival. Yeah. So it's like open world kind of, but story. And it's called Grounded. And it reminds me of Minecraft with crazy mods because you have bases, you have that stuff, you have storage, you have chests, I think even.
Okay.
But it's really cool looking and it's grounded and I think the story is that you're in the backyard of a scientist who shrunk you. It's like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Okay. Yeah.
So it looks pretty cool and I might have to get it on Steam.
So there was a game too. I can't remember which system. One of the older systems, maybe Genesis, I played it on something, but Micro Machines. And
Never heard of it.
racing. Do you know what a Micro Machine is? It's like a miniature Hot Wheels, like really tiny. And they were a big deal, whole branding. You could buy these just like you buy Hot Wheels. And they made a game of it. And you're racing these Micro Machines. And like I remember one, you're on a table. And the racetrack is made out of Cheerios for the border of the racetrack.
That's awesome.
And there might be spilled milk or something on the table and all this stuff. So it's like that, right? Your miniature.
You know, if that was on the racetrack, I might cry. I might cry over spilled milk. No?
No. You're not getting credit on that one.
Fair
it's
enough.
Kind of fun, but yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
All right, so this has been fun. Free after hours show. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
You guys want more of these? Too bad.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
we talk
It's not that
random.
hard.
We talk about all kinds of stuff. You
It's
really get to know
usually
us.
less scheduled than this is very planned out.
Somewhat.
comparative to the other shows.
Yeah. We actually had topics to talk about.
Usually we're just like, hey, look, the wall is orange.
Some of them are that way, but you want to listen
you
to them
want
all.
to trust me.
Subscribe. There's a link that I'll leave in the description. Also on our Discord, on our website, all these things. There's ways to subscribe. It's $1.99 a month.
And if you really can't find it, DM Bearded Sloth on Discord.
We'll
He'll
figure
help
it
you.
out.
I don't know how to do it, but
We'll figure it out.
I could figure it out.
And I'll tell you, yes, you can subscribe for only 1 month if you really want, and you get access to everything for that 1 month.
Can you buy just a year subscription?
I don't think they have that ability.
I was going to say, I don't think that's a good idea.
And I will tell you, unlike some of the other places, most of that $1.99 actually does support us.
Yeah.
They take very little.
It's not Twitch's 50% revenue.
Yeah, exactly.
Split.
It's more than that. So it really does support us. That is a great way to show us some love here. Buy me a coffee. Literally.
No, we need at least 3 people to sub to buy a coffee.
Yeah, pretty much. So anyways, we love doing the show for you, doing the main show. Now Holy Bookworm's doing her noob corner. That's been fun.
I don't know. Maybe we'll get a little C show about building someday.
We're trying to give you all kinds of content. And
let me know your thoughts.
So
let me know your thoughts of a building show.
A building show?
Yeah.
A little C building show.
Yeah.
I like it.
We got to come up with a thing off of the sitcom Home Improvement, Tool Time, the show inside of the show, and find a funny Minecraft version of that, because I think that'd be funny.
I like it. We can keep thinking on that.
I don't know if it'll be a podcast or a video or what.
We'll figure it out. We can do either one. All right. It's been After Hours. I'm Bearded Sloth.
He's Bearded Sloth.
Goodbye.
Farewell.